95% of our decisions are made by how you feel in the moment. And that is the problem. Do I feel like getting up?
No, you don't.
No. Do you feel like making that cold call? No, you don't. Do you feel like doing that third set of reps? No, you don't. We make decisions based on our feelings, and that is robbing you of joy and opportunity. If you accept the fact that you may never feel ready, and you may never feel motivated, and you may never feel confident, you may never feel courageous, and that's okay, but you can still push yourself forward. As you start to see yourself becoming the person that takes action, guess what happens? You build the skill of confidence and courage.
A wise man once said, "Hate has 4 letters, but so does love. Enemies have 7 letters, but so does friends. Lying has 5 letters, but so does truth. Cry has 3 letters, but so does joy. Negativity has 10 letters, but so does positivity. Life is two-sided. Choose the better side of it."
Most of your problems aren't problems. They're a temporary emotional wave that normalizes with time. Stop overreacting to every little minor inconvenience. Focus on your mission. Everything else is just a distraction.
Put yourself in places you don't belong. Sign up for a marathon, speak on stage, start a company with no experience. People will tell you to be realistic, to drag you down to their version of reality. Resist. When you start before you're ready, reality shifts drastically.
Just like in most games, the character you're playing right now has an energy bar. On a macro level, the energy bar represents the overall health and fitness of your character. It affects the duration of your playtime as well as the quality of it. On a micro level, you use the energy from this bar to go on quests every day. Every night, you can refill it to the maximum by making your character sleep. Depending on the decisions you take, you will have greater or lower levels of energy. As a rule of thumb, the more energy a character has, the greater the quests are that he or she can take on. A basic daily routine to increase your character's energy. Sleep, 7 to 8 hours. High-quality nutrition and physical exercise. Most players don't even do one of these 3 basic things. As a result, they constantly feel drained and can't complete any meaningful quests. Looking for a way to level up? Fixing your energy might be the easy solution.
Rule number 10. If they stand behind you, protect them. If they stand beside you, respect them. And if they stand against you, show them no mercy. This is why you feel stuck in life lately.
Become a nobody. Become everything. Become a designer, writer, marketer, socializer, runner, bodybuilder, philosopher, scientist, psychologist, and polymath who knows how to sustain their obsessive curiosity. The universe rewards those who don't impose their own limits.
What is supposed to be for you will come to you. And if it wasn't meant to come to you, it won't. You are good enough. Full stop.
All of life is an inside job. We must set the foundation of the intentions of our heart. I will never be forgiven if I can't forgive myself. I will never be loved if I can't love myself. I will never be whole if I'm not whole myself. I will never be rich if I'm not rich within myself. I will never be beautiful unless I see the beauty within. And I will never know God unless I see the God within me.
Running a marathon is simply too unrealistic. You just don't believe you can do it. So how can you solve this? By shifting your identity in smaller steps. Say to yourself, I'm not a marathon runner yet, but I am someone who runs once a week. After just a few weeks of running, your identity will have shifted a bit. You'll say, go running once a week? Sure, that's easy for me. So I might even be someone who can go running twice a week. After a few months of using this method, you will truly be able to become a marathon runner. The secret is to take smaller leaps and slowly shift your beliefs about who you are.
If you wait until you're motivated, you've already lost. Inertia conspires to keep you in one place. Action generates momentum. Momentum generates motivation. Learn to do things when you don't feel like it. The more you procrastinate, the more it matters. If you let emotion or excuses drive your behavior, then you're cheating your future self.
Wander. Silence will give you answers. Motion will give you momentum. And when you go for a walk with nothing, you'll be surprised at how much you bring back. When you feel off, turn your body on. Lift, run, train. When you overthink, turn your body off. Sit, journal, meditate. Your body isn't just a home, it's a vehicle. Use it to change yourself, physically and mentally.
If you don't have ideas, read. If you have ideas but can't articulate them, write. If you have ideas and the clarity to execute, build. Expand, organize, and focus your mind until your craziest ideas become reality.
There's a peculiar magic in realizing you're not the same person who started the journey. It's not a loss of who you were. Rather, it's an evolution into the person you were always meant to become. Embrace the transformation.
The biggest flex isn't money. The biggest flex is living a life without having an alarm clock buzzing you at 6 a.m. every day to go to work at a job that you hate. There have never been more opportunities to create income for yourself than right now. Learn skills, help others. This is how you exit the rat race. Start today.
They say before something great happens to you, everything falls apart. But you have to keep going. You giving up only guarantees failure.
The biggest risk in life is not taking any risk at all. And remember,
everybody loves you when you let everything slide, but as soon as you start checking things and creating boundaries, you become the most hated.
Here's a story. One day a fisherman was lying on the beach with his line cast out into the surf. A businessman came walking down the beach. He noticed the fisherman and said, "You should get bigger nets and catch more fish." The fisherman replied, "What will my reward be?" The businessman said, "You will make more money and you'll be able to buy a boat, which will then result in larger catches of fish." "And then what will my reward be?" asked the fisherman again. "You can hire people to work for you. You can build up a fleet of fishing boats and let all your employees catch fish for you. You can become rich and spend the rest of your days sitting on the beach, looking at the sunset. You won't have a care in the world." The fisherman looked up and said, "And what do you think I'm doing right now?"
The future belongs to the jacked nerds. If you're jacked, read books, listen to podcasts, and train your mind. If you're a nerd, lift weights, sprint hills, and train your body. Do this for 6 months and you'll change your life.
People want the flame, but they don't want to touch the fire. Are you willing to put aside the things that aren't as important to you at this particular moment? Are you creating happiness that you've created or somebody else has created for you? Are you writing your story of happiness, or does somebody else write your story of happiness and hand it to you and say, here, this is how you become happy?
Every person is beautiful. Every creation is a miracle. Every choice is a path to wholeness. All of trauma is a door to healing. All of happiness had to know sadness. This life will be perfect when we choose to see it that way. What are we choosing now that we are aware? And can we make this choice every moment beyond this moment?
Michael Jordan missed over 9,000 shots before legendary status. Dyson tried 5,127 times before the vacuum. Stallone's script was denied 1,500 times before Rocky. Edison failed 1,000 times before the light bulb. J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a vital step on the journey.
The harsh reality is that nobody cares. They don't care about your ideas. They don't care about your goals. They don't care about your success. And even if they do care, they don't care enough to do it for you. Stop fishing for the opinions of others and start valuing your own.
They say before something great happens to you, everything falls apart. But you have to keep going. You giving up only guarantees failure. So remind yourself that one day, all the pain and obstacles you faced will all be worth it.
The biggest flex isn't money. The biggest flex is living a life without having an alarm clock buzzing you at 6 a.m. every day to go to work at a job that you hate. There have never been more opportunities to create income for yourself than right now. Learn skills, help others. This is how you exit the rat race. Start today.
Thanks for watching Motivation Hacks for Life. Minimal words, maximum impact. Because motivation isn't complicated, it's just hacked.